I do believe that the people who win in this next era, phase, whatever you want to call it, are going to be the people who leverage AI, because AI is not the problem. It's the people using AI. That's the problem. But I'm here for all the innovations. And what about you? What are your thoughts?
Oh man, I got a lot of them. I got a lot of them. If you want to be funny, man, about it, would it just be on a humor level? I think it's the Messiah. Like I swear to God, like people are like scared of it. I'm like, man, they're making it the bad way. If we were just to run it, I think if Black people were to pull their money together and to properly run AI server buildings and properly manage the waste and properly build solar systems, you could power an entire city with with the infrastructure you could put in place. I think that it's literally the future. I know on my day-to-day basis, in terms of just as an AI assistant, usually for work, my productivity level is shot up by like 200 to 300%. Just getting clutter minded in the middle of the day is something that I feel like every single person gets. And I know chat is definitely something I can just ask him, where am I at? What am I supposed to be doing? What should I have done? And especially a person with ADHD, it becomes a little bit difficult where you're like, oh man, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm getting off track, and it helps me keep right on the needle. So I honestly see that, like, if people were to take command, if Black people were to take command of AI, it could be an amazing, great thing. It can be the best invention that's ever been invented. But just like with the person who created Snapchat, it was great in his hands and it's terrible in everybody else's because the stuff that does now is horrible. So you just got to have the right tools in the right hands.
No, I agree. And just kind of to give, I guess, the other side of the coin, in which, you know, AI, if not used correctly, I do believe that AI can distort history, and distort truth. And I think that's a big issue because, if you think about, like the silent generation and how they were influenced by radio, and that, changed I mean, that basically made people, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, it basically did more of like a hive mind type of effect. And then the same with, baby boomers and the television. And it's like with AI, I wonder, do is how will that affect Generation B and the generations after that? Like not Alpha, but after that, Generation Beta. And I wonder, how is it how they will come into age with only knowing a world where AI is prevalent, whereas like Gen Z, they came up in the social media age and social media era, so they don't know a world prior to social media. So I'm curious to see how it affects Generation Beta, to where they don't have that frame of reference before AI, and you'll see like all these generative images and videos where, they'll have iconic figures like the Malcolm X's, Martin Luther King's, and so on and so forth. And they're just like, it became like a parody or caricature of what their message actually stood for. And I wonder how that will affect people who don't know the real message and truth behind these figures, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think really what it comes down to, what has always been, is the power of true history and information. And that stretches deeply into the business and the financial.